Hi, I'm Peter Kalmstrom of kalmstrom.com Business Solutions. In this demonstration, I will show you how to use the Actions feature in Kanban Task Manager for SharePoint. First of all, you need to go into Settings, of course, and here under Actions, there you define your actions. And actions is where you can automate things like business rules. So if you have a task that needs extra research, for example, you can just name a task that needs research. If you should want to specify the title of this specific task and you type that in there, usually you would leave that blank. And then you can move that into a specific phase, change this task status. You can assign it to somebody. For example, I want to assign this to Isaiah Langer there, the due date. And here's a number, and that is the number of days from now. So how many days do they have to complete this task? So we can just make it 5 days. And also we can set the priority, that this is a high priority task if it needs research. And this controls what happens after this action is executed. Should its task open for editing, or should it remain open for editing, or should it save and close this task when you execute this action? I'll show you both of those, of course. And then you can set the lane, which lane it should go into, which project it belongs to, and stuff like that. All of these are optional. And also you can set the extra value if you have that configured. And you can set the description of the task, and you can add a checklist if you have that feature enabled. So the checklist, there you would write comma-separated tasks to do. So survey, report, calculate, or something, right? Those would be 3 different things that you need to do as part of this needs research action. And just adding 10 minutes to the time log. So these are the different components of an action. Now I've defined that action, and I just save this action here. And now that I have an action, I can right click, and here's my action, needs research. So when I click on needs research, it opens up, and that's because I didn't have the save there. So now it opens it up for editing. So it did set this 5 days into the future. I did set it to project 1 and lane 1 as I specified in the department HQ, and it did add these 3 things to my checklist, and also it added 10 minutes to the time log. So let's save that now, and let's go in again and do another one. Here, if I open a task here, then I can use the action here also, needs research, like that, and there you see it adds all of that time logging and the checklist stuff there. If I had specified in my settings that this needs to save instead, I'll just click save there and save again. And now I execute that task again, and now I have it to save. So now it simply does what I told it to do, but without opening the form there. Now you see that the changes have been saved. But now I have 9 ones, so there it adds those, and that adds another 10 minutes to that one. And of course, these actions, they work anywhere that you see the task card. So in the Kanban or the 7 habits view, it's the same thing. You can use all of those actions that you have defined. So that's how you can specify your business rules to make things easier and quicker to work with. Thank you for watching this demo.